Before I start this show, I would like to go over some housekeeping rules. Everyone that is a mod, do me a solid. Do me a solid. If by any means the chat gets disrespectful, by any means the chat gets disrespectful, do your job. Take care of that for me. Keep an eye on the chat. Also, it's very important that you are liking the live as soon as you come in the door. So if you did not hit the like button, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Show it up. Kit, any new ventures we got going on over there?
Oh boy. Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. If you are in North Carolina and surrounding areas, we are actually taking it to the streets. And what I mean by that is starting September 7th, a lot of people don't know this, but the Cherokee Nation, where they have their dispensary, it's called the Great Smoky Cannabis Dispensary. They are actually opening for adult use starting September 7th. What that means is that you no longer have to have your medical card in order to be, in order to go up there and make a purchase. So we are actually doing what we call the Bets and Blunts bus tour. We will actually have games and prizes on the bus. A bar will be on the bus. It's so many different things. I don't even want to tell everybody all the goodies. I want them to be surprised. But some key things they should know is that they will actually get a free credit for playing to play with at the slots or wherever they want to in the room. They will also be getting free brunch. So again, it's so many dope things. And then once we leave the dispensary, we'll head to the casino, have an amazing time, and ride back. It's a blast. Again, it's September 15th. We leave promptly at 8 a.m. So if your color needs a correction, if your time needs a color correction, no CPT, because we will leave you. So
you'll be behind. Word.
Oh, you'll be running behind the bus.
Yeah,
Don't miss the bus. And the bus ain't got no windows that you can see out of. It's the party bus. So we ain't gonna be able to see to tell the bus driver nothing. So
it's over. Keep going.
Absolutely.
So do me a favor, everyone, and go and follow everything that look at my boy Chill over there. Do me a favor and go follow everything that Kit got going on. Make sure you get on top of that bus game if you are local. Also, make sure you guys are purchasing from her website, Edible Incredibles. All right, MRT got some stuff going on. MRT, Just Justified, and Ashley, I'm So Chill, and Professor will be appearing on Media Man's show on Saturday. So do me a favor and make sure you are tuned in Saturday. Our time, it will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Central Time will be 6 p.m. Yeah, it'll be 6 p.m. if you're in Houston or in Central Standard Time. So please stay tuned. That is going to be a dope show. The Grown Men Talking panel, collaborating with Media Man. Loving it. That is going to be a dope show. So MRT, I know you got some stuff in the work. She recently posted a video that went viral, got well over 100,000 views. You know what I'm saying? So hold up, I gotta get that. Go round of applause. And that was a conversation that she had on GMT's panel with my man Professor and Oma B in regards to, I guess it was telling women what to wear.
Yeah.
Women didn't like that one.
Yo, that was a good show. I enjoyed that one.
We gotta go through the comments, Professor, because it's a lot of them, and I haven't done it yet, but we gotta lock in.
The comments was straight up commenting.
Yeah.
My wife is in the building. Dion MUA, what up? We also got, and my boy Skinny Boy is in the building as well. What's
Skinny.
good, my guy? Always holding it down in the chat, doing the mod thing, making sure that everyone is being promoted the right way. So keep an eye on that chat. He got kids information in there. He got the TikTok, everything you need. Also, my guy Blockchain, like I said, going out the GOAT. What up, what up, what up? And Just Justified has been dropping some gems and some bombs along with the professor. So I'm very proud of the both of y'all because, man, when I try to tell you, Professor dropped a video the other day in regards to Trump. And it's at well over 2,000 views, right?
Really?
It's like at 2,500, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone is doing their thing. I'm like, yo, man, this is awesome. I'm so happy to see that everyone on this panel is growing individually. Everyone is making things happen. It means a lot to me. But I would like and love to get on with this show. My guy Quint is in the closet and he is in the building. What up, man?
We talking about Quint being in the closet. Come on now.
Oh man, he ain't in the closet like y'all might think he in the closet. It ain't that type of closet. He's literally. Literally. You see the clothes behind him. Right. So we got Wall Street in the building. Big up to everyone that's currently in the chat. Early on in the show. Much respect. Stay tuned because we got 2 topics for y'all today. And out of both topics, you guys saw the thumbnail. So we're going to get active. The first topic, though, is not related to the thumbnail, but man, let's get into it. Y'all buckle up y'all seatbelts. Are y'all ready?
Buckling up.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I want to go back.
Let's go.
This is how I knew that my relationship with my husband was over. First, I feel like women, we break up mentally with a person. Before, the court papers are filed, we mentally break up with the person. And so I mentally broke up with my husband. I went to God. I told him, you know what? I do not want to be in this relationship anymore. It just takes me back to the song of R. Kelly. When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it, because my mind was already made up and I was at the point where I was ready to go. The day I knew I was fed up with my husband was a day I was with someone else intimately.
God. Damn. Yo.
Man, let it play.
Listen. All right. So this is crazy, right? Because you always hear that. You always hear when a woman's fed up, right? It's all about usually her and her feelings, right? But then to get under another man when you know you're done with your husband, it's trash. Just like my boy Blockchain over here said, she's trash. But anyways, I would love to get into this conversation. Why is it so common for these women to initiate divorce because of a feeling and not actual tangible reasons? Let's get into this conversation. MRT, I'd love to start with you with this one. I know you're not married, but you've been in relationships and you've broken up. I'm sure you broke a few dudes' hearts. So what's up?
I mean, just kind of going back to what you said, like, why should she leave him based on a feeling? I mean, she got with you based on a feeling, usually. Before it becomes anything else, she has to be connected to you in that way. And there's nothing like it when you can't get back to that point. It takes 2. It really does. It takes both of you guys to kind of get back to that level. So, I mean, you're either going to suffer in silence or you're going to get up and go. and those 2 things, you have to battle within yourself. So I feel like when you kind of get to that point, there needs to be a decision made.
Well, her getting up under another man.
Well, okay, now that part. Now that part. Hold on, I forgot about that part. Now that I'm not. I can't really speak on that because I mean that's her. I know I'm done when I'm gone. I don't need to be under another man to know when I'm done because you just reach a certain point. I don't know why she felt like that, but going to back what she initially said, when a woman makes up her mind and she's done, she's done. Like,
right.
I don't think you need to go get the D to feel like you're done. You know that in that moment when you crying by yourself and he don't give a damn.
Right. And it's like my boy here said, because if you listen to something she said, a lot of people do this, right? They use God as a reason why they're getting out of a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. It makes no sense because if you're going to use God, it's null and void because you got to look at God basically coveted your marriage. So then now you're saying you pray for him to get out your marriage and then you happen to find another man before you get divorced. Why does our community do that so often? Quint, talk to us, my brother. MRT, what was your reply?
No, I was gonna say I don't think our culture does that. I think there is maybe, I don't think that's just us. I
agree with you. But we are the biggest quote unquote. The majority of brothers and sisters you hear talk to nowadays, they always use the word Christians, right? We all talk about Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus.
But when our feeling gets involved, it trumps Jesus. So, Quint, what's your thoughts on the matter?
Well, like I was about to say, first off, like she said, it's not just us. And I don't understand why she went and told God. She should have told her husband. Yeah, God ain't gonna do nothing about it. But it's a lot of layers to that due to the fact that I think with most women, in order to sleep with a man, it's something you like about him. Mm-hmm. There has to be something that attracts you and something that he's done to make you want to sleep with him. I mean, I know it's some women that might, have a men mind state up, but so for her to get to the point that she was getting close enough to this guy to sleep with him, she could have been told her husband that she don't want to be with him anymore when she saw that materializing. And and going that far, 9 times out of 10, the dude that she's sleeping with, he don't want her available. Things will work out with him when she's married because she don't have time to chase him around. She got to go home. But when she get all that freedom, he don't want that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So
Yeah.
What chill go chill?
I gotta. Oh, it looked like he on vacation somewhere, and something happened to his internet. But
he needs some light. He looked like he's on witness protection.
He over there, chill over there.
Oh man, he said he looked like he on witness protection. That didn't look like his normal spot. So, anyways, hold on real quick. We got a $10 super chat. Oh, I said 10. Yo, my eyes is bugging. We got $20 super chat from my guy, No Captivity with Freezy. First of all, if you are not currently subscribed to No Captivity with Freezy, do me a favor and go over there real quick and hit the subscribe button and come back. No Captivity with Freezy. Yeah, you subscribed the other day. No Captivity with Freezy got some of the best content out there. I literally, like I said, I'll be watching him and just rolling on the floor. He got I want to take some of his sound effects, but I can't because I think they're copywritten by him. But my man I'm telling you, his show is awesome, y'all. Do me a favor and go over there and subscribe. No Captivity with Freezy. He says, blessings to Grown Man Talking, the panel, and the chat. 100, no cap. That's what's up, my guy. I greatly appreciate you with the $20 super chat. With the $20 super chat. So, what's your thoughts on the topic?
You talking to me? Oh, I didn't hear you. I was like, oh, he's talking to me. This is loaded. Shut up, Quint. I feel like things happened for that feeling to be the thing, for her to even get to that space. It wasn't just like overnight, oh, you know what, this isn't working for me. So I wonder what were the precursors to her coming to that conclusion, right? Because she just didn't again get there overnight. You know, something happened. And again, I'm not placing blame on him. I only know her her side of it. But was he not listening to her? Was he not being attentive? What are the things that drove her into another man's arms, so to speak? Because normally it's behaviors or things or lack thereof that make a woman want to do that. So I wonder, what were those parameters when she decided that, when I went here, I was done with there. Because it's a very different thing for men. Y'all are some of the most loyal, non-fidel, people on the planet. Y'all will go and cut some cheeks and go right home and love on your wife and your family because you never had the intentions of leaving. You just wanted to do something different. So, and I don't know why you're making that face like it's not true, Mr.
Well, first of all, you saying that like she couldn't just have been a 304. Why did he have to do something?
Okay, so if she was just bored. I'm out. And when you go back and watch this later, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I guess she did say that. What I said was, I cannot, I don't know what he did. I only know her side of it. I'm just curious. Now, here's the thing. She clearly didn't sound like a 304 based on her rhetoric and what she was saying, because all of a sudden she just talked about. But we don't know that she was a hoe. She went with this one man. We don't know that she went with several different men. She said the one.
Oh, activity.
Somebody outside her husband.
I have a question I'm glad this is arising. I'm glad this is arising because it was already brewing on me, but I was like, hold on, let me wait. And I think this is the most, and even blockchain, we're reading what he just said too. What is the like obsession on like the man's part of wanting to discredit the woman 100% when she wants to walk away, right? Whether it's relationships, baby daddy, you're married, whatever. Why can't a woman's just open expression, open like, hey, this wasn't working for me. I thought it was this. Why does she have to be a hoe? Blockchain say, oh, she was already dealing with him while she was married. Why does it have to be like these assumptions? And we do this a lot. We do this a lot. Women all the time.
Because if it was a man, what would you have said? If it
why
was
would she just walk away?
Right. Why would she just walk away? And if it was a man, what would you have said? You would have said that he's a dog, he's a this, he's a that. What if he just tied a relationship and he just starts sleeping with other women?
But none of us have got on here and said, oh, well, if a man does this, he's a hoe. If he wants to walk away or express, the women on here, we've never done that. But it can be a decent woman and she say, oh yeah, that doesn't work for me. We literally pick her ass apart as if to try to find what's wrong with you. Why? It never ends when the woman has something to say.
Did you hear what she said of the reason she knew that she was done with her husband?
Run it all back.
I'll play it back.
He said that she knew she was done with her husband when she was sleeping with when she was in the bed with the other guy.
Yeah.
So now what part of that is walking away gracefully?
And I understand that part. That's why when Mingo and them brought that up, they was like, what about that part? I'm like, now that shit, she low-key took, you should have been quiet. Like, seriously, you should have been quiet because
she wasn't sure until she did that act. Why would, that's not okay. You're involving a whole third party in a situation before you even, finish what your first situation, resolve it properly, do whatever.
Yeah. But that still don't make her like a flat out hoe. You a lame, dusty. You know what I'm saying?
But you married and sleeping around. What are you?
She should have done it. Well, how do we? But did she disclose that she was actually divorced for sure, or she's saying, or she's saying before she divorced?
It doesn't matter. She said she found out when she slept with another man. So even if she was divorced officially, guess what? She still wasn't mentally ready to move on because she didn't even know she was done until she slept with the other man.
That's true.
So either way you want to cut it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well.
And she said she went to God, so she talked to God and then slept with the other guy.
I'm a
Talk to God first.
And I know God didn't tell her, "Don't get your feet."
Yeah,
listen, I'm about to put on some black and white, and y'all can call me a panderer real quick because I'm about to say some things real quick. It's gonna sound that way. But I agree with what the ladies are saying. A lot of times, yep. I know. Stop the cart. But no, if you no, I'm not.
Who in the comment section?
No.
Because I said it. No, here's the thing. I've said it before.
Did I hear the velvet teddy bear come through? Go ahead, come through. Don't be interrupting.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. And Jay-Z said it's better than I could. A great philosopher, Jay-Z, said, when a good girl's gone, she's gone forever. Born forever. You gotta live with the fact you did it wrong forever. A lot of times women they give us a lot of chances to correct something that they want. 64% of women cheat in unhappy relationships, and a lot of it's dissatisfaction. So a lot of that dissatisfaction comes from asking their husband, "Hey, could you do this or could you do that?" And the husband just being disinterested. So that's 64% of women who are going to cheat. I've also said before on this panel that women don't cheat physically first; they cheat mentally. So once she's gone mentally, once she's already cheated mentally, that relationship is done. That's why I say when a woman cheats, that relationship is over, because once a woman cheats, she's already cheated in her head. She's already done the act in her head. She just needed to perform the act. This is also why when men and women break up, women have an easier time getting over relationships because mentally they've already passed the relationship. They're already through with the relationship. They're already done with the relationship. When men, it's sort of that you're caught off guard. So that's why men deal with relationships a lot harder when it's a good breakup as opposed to a woman. So I have to agree with the ladies that there had to be something that the man must have done in that relationship. I don't agree with her cheating, but I understand she already did it in her head mentally, and it is what it is.
Man, what Tyler Perry movie you talking about?
Tried it. He really tried it with that word salad.
He pushed
but here's the thing.
Pushed it. That was word salad like crazy, yo.
Don't put me in the same category.
There's a woman in the comment who's trying to impress.
Just because y'all don't see me don't mean I'm not here. Don't y'all be coming for my velvet teddy bear. He said what he said, okay? And it was on point. He said what he said, okay?
Well, hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. We have no captivity. No, it's not. Just we got. Hold on 1 second. We got no captivity with freedom. My God, salute.
Yeah,
we can hear you, my brother. How you doing, man? Good to have you on these sides, man.
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm nervous, man. It's my first time with a grown man talking.
Why you nervous?
You should be nervous.
What you nervous about?
And if you're scared, go to church. No cap. If you're scared, go to church.
We family.
I actually did you show a video earlier that what y'all commenting on, because I actually missed it. I didn't see it. So
I'll play it back for you real quick. We'll play it back.
Okay.
This is how I knew that my relationship with my husband was over. First, I feel like women, we break up mentally with a person. Before, the court papers are filed, we mentally break up with the person. And so I mentally broke up with my husband. I went to God. I told him, you know what? I do not want to be in this relationship anymore. It just takes me back to the song of R. Kelly. When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it, because my mind was already made up and I was at the point where I was ready to go. The day I knew I was fed up with my husband was a day I was with someone else intimately.
Damn.
She said she didn't know she was fed up until she was slept with somebody else.
So she got her cheeks clapped.
That's what messed her up. That whole sentence right there is what messed her up. There's no coming back from that.
Professor?
That's an explanation for that.
Oh.
There's an explanation. Hold up. Breezy, what's your thoughts on the topic?
I think that there's some truth to what she's saying I think that can apply to men and women, you know, because I got a homeboy that he checked out a long time ago while he was in the marriage, and he just was gone. Yeah. But I mean, what she was saying, when women, a lot of guys always say when women cheat is worse because it takes a mental aspect, like a whole nother level of mentally and emotionally for a woman to cheat. I don't believe that. I believe women get horny just like men do. I believe a woman can cheat and still love her husband. You know, if he's not putting, I believe a woman can be attracted to another man and still love her husband. You know, yeah, I believe a woman can still love her husband, love qualities about her husband, love the things that she fell in love with her husband about, but still be attracted to other men. I think a lot of men have this ego where they don't think their woman is attracted to other men.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. I think women look at other men the same way men look at other women.
I kind of want to step in here a little bit, man. I know it's been, hey, everybody, how y'all doing?
Hey,
my God,
Go ahead, Chill. Go ahead.
Very nice. I just want to tell you that. You deserve nice.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I'm crazy busy over here, man. I missed everybody. Hey. All right. So I'm just gonna say, Freezy, it don't work like that, truth be told, because when a woman has passion for the man that she with, yeah, she ain't gonna feel that way for another dude. And if she is able to feel that way for another dude, she don't got passion for you, and or she don't love you. That's how women work. That's across the board. You know, I hate to be the one to say it, but that's what it is. So I would not run the game with that mindset, because you will.
Well, here's the thing. Hold on, chill. Let me finish my thought. That's the problem with a lot of these spaces. Men think that women are they're just cookie cutter people. And they're just simple, like, you know, here's the thing. I got women cousins, I have women friends, I've hung out with women, you know, and if you understand, like, when women aren't that cookie cutter like you think they are. Like, a woman can be in love with you, she can be in a relationship, and while she's in Walmart with you, the same way men cut their eyes to the left or to the right when they look at a woman will do the same thing. That's just facts. I've seen men and women actually have open relationships and say, hey, she's fine. Oh yeah, she is fine. The man and the woman agree on this person. I've seen a woman say, oh, he looks nice. And a man say, yeah, he's groomed well, whatever. He won't say he's fine, but I've seen a woman say in a relationship, oh yeah, he fine, to her man.
Mm-hmm. And what that mean?
It contradicts what you just said. It contradicts what you just said. That's what that means, you know. So
okay.
All right. It means her eyeballs ain't broken.
I don't want to cut him off. So everybody, let's let him finish.
Yours either, kid.
So go ahead and finish. What else?
No, what I'm saying is you're being naive if you think just because a woman says she's in love with you, she's just cut off from the world. She's cut off from being attracted to other people. And I think that men say that talking point because of their ego all the time. They just want men to, they want women to just solely just be in love with them and only be attracted to them. And that's just not realistic.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna respond to that real quick. Look, man. All right. So here's the thing. I want you to really listen to what I said earlier. If a woman got passion, see, women specifically look for certain dudes. You know what I'm saying? When they can't get the guy who has that ego that you're talking about, they come for the guys who don't mind her pointing out the guy and say, oh, he's attractive. Oh, you know, baby, if you want with me, I'd be with him. See, she telling you to your face that, yeah, dude, I'm gonna get a plan B because you sucker enough to fall for it. But don't believe me. That's just how the game is.
Hey, no cap. I can't speak for everyone else, but I don't think, you know, all women are just cookie cutter, what have you. I know women get horny. I know women see other attractive, you know, men and look at them and feel that way or what have you. It's just the thing of the way things are with us. A man is going to pursue sex. If women said yes every time a man wanted to sleep with them, they wouldn't have time to work, sleep, or do anything.
Yeah.
So with the women, with women, it's things that men have to do to be a selection of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with us, you got a fat ass, or don't have teeth, or you know what I'm saying? Not, but anyway, with us, it's not hard to get a man, some men, because we're not cookie cutter either. But with a woman, usually, I'm not saying always, but usually, you have to do something that impress them or make them say yes, because they're used to saying no.
Well, here's the thing: women cheat all the time.
Yeah,
all the time. You know how many?
Why that is?
You know how many married women I've known that cheated on their husband. You know how many married women my homeboys have slept with? That happens all the time.
I know, Cap. So ask why. I'm asking you why. So can you explain and walk it down for all of us why it is they cheat, brother? Because then you're gonna answer your question.
They cheat for the same reason men cheat.
Oh my God.
Listen what I'm telling you. Listen what I'm saying. Men get fat just like women get fat, right? Men lose their attractiveness in relationships just like women do. We always talk about when women get fat and we lose our attractiveness for them, and then that's why we get side chicks. Guess what? Women feel the same way. When you turn into Oompa Loompa and you got a beer belly and you ain't that football player you used to be, or that gym guy you used to be, and you start looking different. Yeah, okay, women, they have wondering eyes as well. Another man can come along and say the right things when you're not giving her motion. I've heard women say their man was too busy for them. He was an overachiever. He was too busy for them in the marriage or in the relationship. So here it is. They met their work husband, or they met a guy at the gym, or they met somebody in the grocery store that caught their attention. They had a friendly conversation and it went from there. It happens all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, Cap, I would disagree quite slightly, because what you said shows that men and women don't cheat the same. We don't take much to cheat. Women literally they don't care. Yes, they care about how big you got. They care if you lost. All that does come into effect at some point, but that is very low on the totem pole when it comes to when a man cheats. A man will cheat with anything or anybody. It don't matter what she look like. It don't have to be a work wife. It could be somebody that looked at them differently at the bar. It don't matter. A lot. And a woman can be doing a woman can be doing everything at home, and we still cheat. It just is what it is. A woman, if a man is doing everything he's supposed to do at home, a woman's not going out and cheat. And conversely, a man will do that. So we can't sit here and say women cheat the same ways as men cheat. But but women cheat almost as much as men do. But at the end of the day, because they have Instagram and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, men and women don't cheat the same. Women have to go through it. Women have to do it in their mind first. Go ahead, Quinn.
Kat was trying to put the fact that like women are not just one way. I don't think he was denying the fact. I don't think he was denying the fact that we cheat differently. He was trying to state that the same type of emotional responses, however we choose to answer them, but we still have the same feelings that men get when it comes to emotional needs, sexual or physical. We go about it different ways, but the same way a man wants to go out here and do whatever, you'll sleep with whatever. The woman won't, but she still can go out there and sleep with somebody if certain needs aren't met. So I think he was just trying to point out the differences. If there's a lack, she's gonna go and do it. So if
she's unfulfilled, 64% is unfulfilled. Dissatisfaction in the marriage, but that no size of that. Wait, what you gonna say, Quinn? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Or Quinn.
Hey man, can you be all right?
We can hear you. We just can't see you.
Well, you look a little bit better. I mean, you look like you was in witness protection at first, but you had the black face. But we see you a little bit better now.
We were worried. Your scenery wasn't your scenery. We was concerned. Concerned. I said we couldn't see. You know, your background wasn't the same. You know, we was a little nervous. You ain't got no issues with your internet.
Oh yeah. So you know, I'm home.
We just see the top of the tree. We just see a top.
Crappy internet over here, man. Crappy internet over here.
Blink twice if you need rescue. It's okay. Like I feel a little Like I'm just,
So the way I look at it, right? In a way, I do believe two things can be true at the same time. So exactly what Chill is saying is a lot of facts to that. I do believe when a woman gets up under another man, she completely does not respect that man, period. But you see, like how we also could say a man could do that and straight up come home to their wife and it's it. Usually I do see though when women cheat, the likelihood is the marriage is over. Exactly what the lady said in that video. The moment she got under another man, she knew her marriage was done because in reality, she lost all respect for her man. So that's the biggest thing that I see when women cheat is usually out of, I'm going to disrespect you. What, kid?
I just want to ask a counter question to that.
Talking to that.
Right? Because most of the time I just be sitting here looking like, Lord, we going to hell and that's it. But let's ask the inverse type question, right? What if she knew that her marriage was over when she slept with him? Because most men are not taking a woman back after it's done. So what if it's not necessary? We have to start looking at things from bigger perspectives versus just what we feel about something. I'm not taking this from how I feel about it. I'm taking this from what can be. Most men are not taking a woman back if they've cheated or whatever. And for the record, people, I just want to put this out there because GMT like to tell his little blue cap stories. I don't cheat, I cheat back. So if you determine how we act out here, okay? So if you out here acting up and we out here, then
why not just leave, kid? Why not just break up the marriage, break up the relationship? Let me read this super chat. 1 second. Wait a minute, kid. We got a $10 super chat from Big Bad in the building. My God, what up? What up? He says, big peace and blessings to GMT panel and chat. Let's go. That's what's up, man. My God. So, kid, why not just leave?
Because I still love you. The same reason that y'all don't leave is the same reason I don't want to leave.
You don't love me because you don't respect me. Because I respect. I expect.
So you go. Okay, so you go and cut some buns, but you still respect me. But I get my buns cut and I don't respect you.
Right.
No,
you got it right.
Wait, but hold on, GMT.
I swear for Jesus and a lot of days saying, don't play with me.
Okay. If I do something intentional to you, right? Let's say I get on here and I just start acting a complete fool and just start like cussing or something. Would that not be disrespectful to you? Like people's actions determines like disrespect. You can say that you haven't lost any respect for me after cheating, but what that does, number one, you've broken trust. Any long-term relationship, you have to have trust there. So you cannot respect me on no level if you step outside of a marriage or relationship, because you're not even thinking about, you're not thinking about the after effects of what it's going to cause me. Cheating is a self-motivated thing. It is a decision. It is something that is thought out. And you thought you were going to get away with it. So I never, just on that note, and we can go back to what we was talking about, but just on that note, you can never respect somebody by intentionally doing something. Like I have to conduct myself correctly. That's what we're supposed to be doing here. But if I get on here and start acting a fool, I am deliberately disrespecting you, Bingo.
And that's so I agree. I agree with that to a degree, right? I do believe men and women cheat differently, and that's all I'm saying. I agree that it's wrong for a man to go behind his wife's back, and do anything like that. But to sit there and say it's the same, like what I'm trying to say is that we could come home to you and not really care if that next woman got hit by a bus. But when I come home to you, I want to make sure you're safe, protected, and all that good stuff. That's what I'm trying to say, is that it's different. Usually you do. On average, you do as women.
Mingo, but what you've done though now is you have taken away my feeling of safety, because one of the number one ways women feel safe is having emotional safety and reciprocation with her man. So once that type of atmosphere is destroyed, you can come home and try to make anything is good and make sure I'm good. But what you've done behind my back is not going to be a comparison of you trying to make sure everything is straight so I can be happy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're destroying something on purpose. And cheating. Sorry, hold on, Chip. Real quick. And yes, women and men cheat differently, right? Because we're different. We don't do nothing we do in life is the same. Our brains and all of that is not the same. So our actions are always going to be different, but the end result is the same. It's the principle and it's the fact of the matter. And I'm good. My bad, Chill. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you good. You good. I wanted you to say everything you want to say because I've been there's a component that nobody spoke about.
Okay,
look, I get it. Cheating is wrong. Cheating on both ends is wrong.
I just said that.
All right, but I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay,
that's not what I'm talking about. Continue. But see, when men cheat, all right, understand something. We only we're just doing it because of the body, or it's just something, right? But we're not cheating and giving up our resources to this woman. Our resources is to the woman we love. You ain't giving up no resources. You ain't paying the bills for us. So what is it of value that you have that you giving up? Your body. So once you do that, you ain't of no value to me no more. But a man does it, he is still of value to you because you are getting resources.
Okay, but so now we're gonna play this game.
Oh, we're playing
and we're gonna weigh the odds. So now this is a game. Everybody watch this because now I hate these conversations because what we do is we agree, but we try to say, well, my wrong isn't as bad as your wrong. That is childish behavior. Because if we're gonna look at the bottom line, if we're gonna look at the principle, then that's what we need to look at. We can't weigh the balances and try to say whose sin is greater. You're sinned. You're done. The end result is that you have destroyed a relationship. You've destroyed trust. You're living. You're thinking you can come and just make somebody's life better as a means to fix what you destroyed internally. That can never be repaired. People once you reach certain levels, you can actually get emotional trauma. Your mind gets wired differently. If your mind isn't correct, you can't do nothing right. You can't focus. You can't be consistent. You can't be the best person for you. So when you destroy something that is internal, I really do hate this conversation because you're trying to weigh something that you can't see with, well, yeah, your resources and your bills is paid. F them bills, nigga. My heart is broke. My self-esteem, my self-worth. Like you are destroying people from the inside out. And it's easy to do that because you don't physically see it. Go ahead, Jess. My bad.
I just want to add a little something. Also, when you talk about cheating, period, it shows a lot on your character as more than you may want to admit. It shows lack of discipline. It shows lack of self-worth. And especially if you're a leader, you're showing your partner that you cannot even discipline how you move. If you took a vow of monogamy and you chose to agree to that vow, then now you're showing something other than discipline. You're showing something other than caring or protecting even the emotional stability of your relationship, which people don't often, like, they think provision is just physical, and it's also emotional balance as well and all that. So, I mean, that's how I look at it for a little piece. Just my 2 cents within, that's it.
Yeah. Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, what I was gonna say was if you don't tell your woman you cheated, you lied. I mean, it's what is it called? Lying by omission.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So you care about something, right? Okay, you care about your woman's feelings and you care about your side chick feelings too. Right? So it's a lot of guys won't even tell their side chick that they married. They'll take their ring off. You care. I know guys that have left their wife for their side chick. You understand what I'm saying? Because she was quote unquote doing the things that his wife wasn't doing. But I don't know. I just feel like when a man, I was going to say another thing. I was going to say when a man cheats, right? And I lost my thought. It was something I was going to say. You might have to come back to me, bro. But it was something significant I was going to say.
I hate when that happens.
Like I said, man.
Go ahead, Professor.
No, I was gonna say, man, when a man cheats, he carries guilt. When a woman cheats, she carries on. When a man cheats, they lose sleep. When a woman cheats, she sleeps just fine. That's like we care when we cheat. Like we don't like we cheat. Like we don't oops to fall into it. Things just happen. It happened like that. But when a woman cheats, she's mentally cheated. It's done. It's over. It's a complete difference. Like you can come back from a man cheat. You can't come back from a woman cheating because she's already mentally checked out.
Well, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that either because women have cheated before and realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side as well.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I ain't taking that back. I ain't taking that back.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When a woman cheats, men look at it. There is a double standard, right? She's being entered into. Men are the givers, women are the receivers. So men are automatically looking at it as a different chain of events. I don't think it's impossible for a woman to cheat and say, "Hey, I made a mistake. I love my husband. This guy, it wasn't what all that was cracked up to be, or what I thought it was going to be cracked up to be, right?" But I think what happens is women are more likely to take men back than men are more likely to take women back because there is a double standard when it comes to a woman having sex versus a man having sex, right? Men look at it differently. You know, it's more of a, hey, you let a guy violate you. You let a guy come into my territory, my possession. You understand what I'm saying? So,
go ahead.
Which is back to why I said, what if the actual case when she knew she slept with that man, she already knew that he was going to be gone, so there was nothing to go back to. We got to stop assuming that, oh, you know, like that it was just, oh, woe towards me, like I just knew I was gone or whatever like that. You just clearly see she was still trying to figure it out with God and figure it out over here. Like she hadn't even figured it out with herself yet. So, but that's my little 2 cents.
I wanted to ask Freezy a question though. Well, why about the whole double standard thing? Why do you think it is that men hold such regard when it comes to a woman cheating?
Well, because to that man, right, his woman is his possession. Men are very territorial. You understand what I'm saying? So if another man enters into his vessel, that's like it's very hard to go back from that. Men are very egotistical.
And that's what it is? Egotistical?
Yes, men are very well, I'm just combining, it's not just one thing with men, right?
I know, brother. I know.
Yeah, men are egotistical. Men look at women as their possession, right? You don't want to visualizing a man beating the brakes off your woman. That's that hit a little different.
Right. Now I want you to get to the other part to it. I want you to get to the meat and potatoes, baby. I want you to understand what does a woman have to do to allow a man to climb up on top of her and stretch them butt cheeks like a picnic table. That's an act of submission.
First things first. How do you know that
act of submission? And once you submit to another man,
stop it.
You submit to another man. We know that. We understand that. You have to submit to another man in order for him to climb on top of you like a big grizzly bear, sweat on you, and do all of that stuff.
Right.
How do you know that she ain't out here?
Man, quit picking that professor.
That's sweat part is disgusting.
The problem is that
I go from behind.
We think so damn small. We think so damn small. How do you know she ain't climbing on top of him? You worried about the wrong fucking thing. What if she mounted that nigga? Now she owned him. Now what?
It don't matter. It doesn't matter because look.
Whatever. Let me show you how much whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 minute, y'all. 1 minute panel. We got my guy Block Chain in the building. What is good, my guy?
What's up, my brother?
What up, man? What up? What's your thoughts on this topic, my guy?
I think as expected, I tend to align more so with Chill, just for common sense reasons and masculinity based logic that I live by. I agree with Quint and what he was talking about. Professor shocked the hell out of me with his statement.
Me too.
I was listening, like I was grabbing my bags at the airport and listening to the show, and I was like, "No, somebody got Professor camera phone. Ain't no way." But I will also just real quick. I'm so happy to see Just Justifies internet is cooperating.
The internet is working today.
But as far as the woman cheating, you saw my comment. She trash for that because it's not. We forget the part where it take a woman a while to sleep with a dude. And as many married women as I may have or may have not knocked down in my life, none of them was on the very first meeting. Like I didn't see them at a party and be like, "Oh, hey, let's go have sex in 10 minutes." It was a build up. I had to put in work. Then she had to identify my worth and my value as compared to that of her husband, and being like, "Well, okay, if I do get with him, it is a move up." So that lady had to have been dealing with that dude, generally speaking, prior to her giving up the cheek. So that she already wrong for that. She's talking to a man while she's married, and then he's doing the things that it takes to make her submitting to him and spreading her legs for him makes sense. So it's not, she knew that she didn't, what she said in that video was a lie. She just said that because it made it sound good and it was something that she, get support from, her further, her sisters in trifling, which is that, well, I knew I was done when I did it. You didn't know, you knew you was done when you were getting an extra wax to go get it done. You knew you was done when you was making sure your bra and panties matched when you left the house and trying to do it so that your husband wouldn't know or notice or think that you was doing that stuff for him. You knew that you was done when you were trying to put on your special cologne or your special perfume and all of the rest of that stuff and getting your hair and toes done on a Wednesday instead of a Sunday when you normally do, because now you got this Wednesday night dick appointment. So
hold up.
It sounds like you agree with me though, Willie.
How you know it wasn't a oops I fell kind of situation?
How do you know that it was? That's the thing.
Have you ever fell on one?
Y'all love to
2 days ago.
Oh, well, we don't know what's going on. It could have been outliers. I'm basing this off the premise of what she said has happened. And then two, out of my general experience with knocking women down. When you knock a woman down for the first time, that's typically gonna be the best it's gonna be, especially if she's cheating with you. Like we're not. Like,
I would argue a lot of women.
I'll let you. I'm laying, and you can go ahead and handle, homie. So what happened is, I'm not gonna ever be like, oh well, yeah, just because she did it and whatever, maybe it was because of what the husband did. Cool. The husband may have made it make sense in her head. She still did it the same way. When a man cheats, the women typically make it make sense in our head, and then we go do it, and we still catch hell. So again, it ain't no saving that lady. And listening to y'all, like when I hear women try to take up for or be like, well, what did he do? It's only when a woman cheats. When a woman gets cheated on, y'all never say, well,
why never say what he did?
Why did he do that?
What she do?
I'll take it further. I do not in any way condone domestic violence, but some of y'all make me understand it. But no one ever says, well, dang, well, why did he hit her? Well, he hit her. He's a terrible man. Well, y'all didn't ask why he hit her. It was because he was kicking her, or she was punching him, kicking him, tearing up and stuff. Y'all never asked if the woman is the victim. And only time y'all care about the what happened in the buildup is when the woman is in the inferior or the victim position in the conversation.
Well, Amen.
Are you done?
He landed. Freezy.
I was going to say, women know that their husband 9 times out of 10, if they find out that they had sex with another man, 9 times out of 10, the husband is not going to take them back. They're going to file for divorce. They don't want no parts of the woman no more. A lot of times it happen like that. It's not that the woman don't want to be back with her husband. It's that they know if they make this decision, the man ain't going to want to really fuck with them like that no more. It ain't going to be the same. Why would a woman sign up for something where she knows is not going to be the same anymore? Her husband is not going to listen. Her husband is going to look at her. Is not going to look at her the same because she's been violated. It's not that a lot of times, we think that, oh, the woman has completely moved. No, it could just be sex for women too. It could just be sex. Okay. Chill said a woman has to submit to a man to have sex. No, she could just be fucking him. Listen, in a marriage, how many husbands do y'all know where the women are having sex with their husband, but they're not submissive? Just because a woman is having sex with you doesn't make her a submissive woman to you.
Yeah, you have to submit to
it does
a man
not.
that has sex.
No, it does
If
not.
you
It does
don't
not
submit
make
to a
it.
man that has
Listen,
sex,
listen.
that's great.
I know women that will just fuck you and not do what the hell you tell them to do.
You have to submit to someone to let them stick
During
something
sex?
in your body inside of you. That's common sense.
No, this is what I'm
There's
saying.
no
What
argument
I'm
to be
saying.
made
What
against that from a
bro,
rational
bro, wait. See,
Oh,
if you want to interrupt me, I'll let you interrupt me, bro. Go ahead, homie. Go ahead.
man. My internet's faster than yours. That's all it is.
No, it ain't that. You got to afford me the same respect that I afford you.
Oh yeah, so let's do one mic. Let's keep it respectful.
No, the point I was trying to say, we act like we're living on Mars. Women have sex just for the sake of having sex all the time. Y'all be acting like as soon as they give up the coochie, they just in la la land and they can't control them. No, women, a lot of women do not operate like that. They do not.
I understand where you're coming from. Oh, my bad, man.
Go ahead. I'm done.
My thing is, I agree with both of y'all. Hell. It's never the reason why I say that, Chill. Here's why I say it, right? I can't argue for the some. I argue for the most. And do I feel like most women cheat and it's a submission form to them to where it's like, all right, well, I slept with you, I'm giving you my body, I'm done with my husband. As opposed to some women, and now we can say the sum could be 49%, right? Where it's almost half. Could sleep with a man and it's nothing, maybe that's the case as well. As a matter of fact, it's not even a maybe, it is the case as well. There's a lot of women that give it up for nothing out here. So
I tell you what.
Guess what? Hold on 1 second. Guess what?
My bad.
I've been down that road as well, right? Where I've slept with women. It wasn't, she just gave it away because I met her on the street and she just liked the way I talked. She loved the New York accent. So it happens where they can sleep, no strings attached. There's no feelings to it. There's nothing. So I agree with both arguments. I believe blockchain is arguing the most. I believe Freezy, you're arguing the sum.
I'm arguing that there are a lot of women that have had sex with a man and their husband don't know it, and they're still married to their husbands.
Oh, goddamn.
No, but that defeats the premise that if a woman has sex, she's just gone. She's mentally gone. No, she's still with her husband.
Well, that's what most women said. We didn't say that.
Who made that argument?
So when I said it, I mean that when I said that when a good girl's gone, she's gone forever. She's out there slutting it around, 304 in it, right? That's what you're saying, Freezy? And she's still married with her husband?
Yeah, because first of all, women cheat better than men anyway. Let's just go ahead and put that on the table.
He one of them.
I'm just being honest.
No cap.
My question, though, I'm gonna let you go, Chop. I'm sorry, but my question was this though: just because she's still in that marriage doesn't mean she's not gone. She's just still in that marriage. She could be in that marriage for a lot of other reasons. Maybe the dude got a bunch of money. I'm just saying. It's because everything they've said has said the exact same thing I've said, that women cheat in their head. When a woman go get some wax, what is she thinking about? She's thinking about that dude. So all the stuff I've said, man ain't going to get no haircut and think about smashing some chick that just met at the bar. And yes, girls are promiscuous too. That's why we had a lot of one night stands. It is what it is. But when a woman cheats, she's mentally cheating in her head already with the dude she's going to cheat with. She don't just off the cuff at a bar find somebody. Now it does happen, but not for the most part. It doesn't. She doesn't go to the bar.
Hold on, Professor. You know that happens a lot.
All right.
Okay. So a married woman goes to the bar and gets knocked, just not let some dude knock it down.
I believe a lot of these women are going out to the bar nowadays because these married women want to act like single women as well. So I do believe they're out there wilding. Like I said, I don't believe it's the most though.
What?
I believe it's the
I'm talking about majority. Yes.
Time out.
Hold on. What's the question? Is it the question that women cheat too? Or is it the reason that they cheat? Y'all going on the shit that like we don't know women.
The reason.
We don't know the reason. Look, man, I've had married women. I've had married women that husband were excellent. I mean, they told me that the husband was excellent. They were great men. They just liked something about me. What it was. But
12.
Also the person that a woman cheats with always get the best sex. She'll do almost anything for him.
Facts.
Half the shit she'll do at home.
Yeah, because when a woman cheats, she has to cheat up. When a man cheats, he can cheat down. It don't matter because if a woman has something to lose, a man don't.
I didn't have shit on that dude she was with.
Or it's the fact that she's not gonna get judged because a woman will get real nasty with a dude she don't care about because now you can paint her face, you can have a threesome, you can do all the other nasty stuff that she doesn't want her husband to know that she likes because she thinks he's gonna judge her.
That was when I was a Dusty professor.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a bunch when I was a Dusty too. I get it, Quint.
I sent the article to my brother GMT not too long ago, and in that article it was about cheating, and it's statistics, not about people feelings, not about people, you know what I'm saying, their experiences. Like my friend did this, my friend, they don't give a shit about that because your friends don't speak for the population. That's just your avenue, all right. And in that statistics, man, out of all the people that they asked, 97% of women, 97%. All right. Cheat on their husbands. All right. And then they tell you why they do it. You want to know why they tend to do it? A lot of times they just don't have, like I was telling my brother Freezy, they don't got passion for that brother. And then on top of that, that brother don't make other things look like a risk. That's why they cheat on y'all niggas. Okay.
You know, I hate when people bring up these moot stats because it could be 97. It could be 97% of 3 people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, you know.
That's Freezer, they got a room full of
right. They bring up these stats like they interviewed everybody in the United States of America or something.
I don't mean to cut you off, Freezy. But you know what's funny though? You wanted to go off of what you saw and what you know. You're just one being and you're talking about your friends, but that's okay.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's just
what is it then?
What it is I've
you what
before I got married, I've had a lot of experience with women, right?
And so you're talking about for your experiences then.
And that's fair. That's fair, right? That's all and I'm just being honest. That's fair. But what I'm saying is this: I do, for what I've gathered, right? It doesn't even have to be that a woman is cheating on her husband because the other guy has more money. It could just be because this man is showing her more attention. He has a conversation for he's helping her, he's making her feel alive again. You understand what I'm saying? Like her husband, like I said earlier, yeah, her husband could have a lot of money, but he might be just too busy. He's not spending a lot of time. I just had, like I said, here's another anecdotal experience. My cousin, right? She just had a divorce. Her husband never cheated on her, never. But she wanted a divorce because he never showed her attention. Ever since he started working and driving trucks, he wasn't showing her no attention. So she decided. So they became. She felt like, she said she got tired of being roommates. You know, they just felt like roommates. She didn't feel married anymore. So she just decided to leave the marriage. Now I'm not condoning what she did. I'm just giving you other reasons why women check out or why women cheat. It don't have to be because this other dude got more money or, you know, he might look better. Or it don't have to be that simple. It could be something as simple as another guy is showing them attention. That's it.
And that's what I said. Okay. That's what I said earlier. That the dissatisfaction is the number one reason. That's why the 61%. I mean, 20% of men cheat, 13% of women cheat. So men and women do cheat. But 91.6% of women said they cheated emotionally first. So again, that goes back to what I said from the beginning. Everything you guys are saying just goes back to the point I said.
Yeah.
Right. If we stop attempting to make women monoliths and Lord, right. God ain't got nothing to do with this. She is me, but we don't ask about that right now. Okay, she is me, you know, but we're not entering that realm of me right now. We're dealing with this. Okay, so again, guess what? Stop it. Remember, look, don't make me shine you off on here. Like, relax. Okay.
Oh man.
Again,
shine you off on here.
What we need to stop doing is making women monoliths and putting us under this one umbrella of the rules that women have to follow. And if they're not doing these things, then, you know, they're broken, or, you know, that's not real.
So, real quick, y'all, real quick. I'm sorry, Kit. I want you to finish saying what you're saying, I'm gonna end this topic because I mean we could go down this road for like the next 5 hours, right?
Yeah.
So I want you to finish saying what you're saying, and then we're gonna get into the main topic. But go ahead, Kate. I'm sorry about that.
But again, women aren't, monoliths. Like, blockchain, you ain't got to type it, baby. You can say it. Let's see. Women that cheat on their husbands are monolithically trash.
I didn't want to interrupt you, so I typed it.
Oh, no worries.
I like that. Monolithically trash.
It's cool. Regardless of how you feel about it, women are not monoliths, and everybody that automatically assumes that women feel a certain way and based on this, they're going to act in this way or do that. Like, that's why it makes a difference in knowing people individually and understanding that how you're dealing with someone isn't necessarily how it's going to be for everyone else. Let me tell you something. Y'all got the game fucked up. Okay. I'm telling y'all straight to your fucking faces, and y'all know I don't care nothing about it. Pardon the F-bomb, but it was that serious. I wanted to make sure. You see, I'm looking in the camera. I ain't even looking at y'all. I'm looking up here. Y'all got the game absolutely smashed upside down and crisscrossed backwards. Okay, some of these women do not give two hot poos.
We know.
You cheat. Ain't nobody ask you.
No one's arguing that either.
Relax.
We ain't even arguing that.
What I'm saying is as though y'all make these assumptions. Oh, once a woman cheats, she checks out. It's women that got whole ass boyfriends out here with whole ass families, and they be at the husband and cute pictures and cheesing and shit, and then they be looking back like this. When they with whoever they with, y'all got it twisted. They still will be with their husbands and they're loving and they still doing all the wifely duties and all of that. The fact that y'all will sit here and make it seem like, oh, well, once she does this, it's just this, and once she does that, it's just that. Y'all are fucking delusional, and I'm telling you to your faces. Now we can go into our next topic.
All right, GMT.
No.
Just a little bit. Just real quick.
Come on, Chill. We already know what you're gonna say, Chill.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
We already know.
I was gonna bring up Eve.
No, man.
Look, I for my T. Henley.
Down.
I should play my T. Henley commercial just so I can break the ice. Jesus Christ. Hold up, man. Y'all out here straight.
Because I was about to.
What's going on, YouTube? I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Listen, fellas, you want to get your face wash, your skincare routine intact? I use T. Henley. It's a daily face wash with an AM, PM moisturizers with instructions in the box that's very clear on how to get it together. I know this is not something common that us men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of T. Henley. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. T. Henley is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of T. Henley.
So imagine wearing all that T. Henley and your wife still cheats on you. That is wild. Anyways, listen, that's crazy talk. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into the main topic about polygamy. And we have, Kit, don't beat me up on this one, but we have a practicing polygamist on the panel. So she has right next to you.
Oh my God.
Should already know.
I still get the body, you kid. I'm glad you practicing. Go ahead, boss.
All right. So 1 second, let me play this video and then we'll get into the conversation.
What are some of the benefits of being in a relationship like such?
Okay. I mean, it can go anywhere from daily activities that you're talking about. Multiple These things always help. Multiple income
show them the Rolex, baby. Okay, so those are some of the benefits.
It's just multiple incomes, you know, so
you
you
have
can do a
multiple
lot more.
incomes.
Exactly.
Okay.
As far as for like us as mothers, you know, it's always
we always
hard
have help.
to find a babysitter to work, or I can't come into
Someone
work
always
because
helps.
my child is sick or because I'm sick. And
So we have that help. We don't have to pay and find anybody else.
Such a big way.
I definitely can
especially if you
understand
don't
that.
have family or anything. You know, it benefited me specifically because you know I have 3.
So, what a lot of people, I believe, got it messed up with the polygamous movement. Well, it's not a movement. It's something that's been, you know, a part of our society forever. It's just not common due to the fact that we've been westernized, right? So it's more about the family. It's more about building the family unit. I know a lot of still to this day Islamic coaches practice polygamy. And Kit, so Kit, could you give us a breakdown of your experience, if you don't mind, in that world of polygamy?
First things first, that's for chill. Second of all, yeah, you just gotta come.
That was an index finger.
You know, no, I'm not going out. Like, you gotta come in hot. So for one, I think a big misconception is understanding terms, and a lot of people assume that, you know, polygamy is more like, you know, having like a threesome lifestyle. I mean, you know what I'm saying, or a swingers lifestyle. Let me say that. So like the SLS versus, you know, polyamory, polyandry, and that sort. It's more about building and more about like actual making connections. A lot of people assume when they don't know, you know, bald head people, that it's about one thing versus the other. Now, you do have some people on both sides, men and women, who will try to use it as a caveat to cheat, if you will. But, you know, polygamy is about, you know, not polygamy, polyamory. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we're saying the right terms. Polyamory is more about, you know, a love style. It's more about like however you decide to connect, and then y'all actually grow as either units. So depending on how you all are set. So, but it's about being ethical. It's about being open and honest. It's about, you know, and you have to.
Oh man.
Yo.
For those of y'all watching, that's my
Wall Street.
Yo.
He gets on my nerves. For those of y'all are watching, that's my bestie. He's also part of the panel, but you know, screw you, dude. So so yeah, it's really just about understanding the different dynamics. It's all about being open and honest and what, you know, you're actually looking for versus, you know, what you're not. And so that's right. No kid slander. That's right, Skinny. So
what's the difference in the two?
And which ones?
Polygamy and what's it, polyandry, or what is it?
Polyamory. Yeah, polyamory is when, you know, you have multiple people within a unit. Polyandry is more when women have more than one man, as far as that goes. So, and then you have polygamy when a man, you know, normally has multiple wives. And yeah, so there you go for you.
All right. Hey, let me just jump in real.
Polygamous is the whole umbrella theme, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part.
Because I thought,
yo, chill.
I thought polygyny is when the man has multiple women.
Yeah. Yeah.
And polyandry is when the
woman has multiple men. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
polyamory is basically how you decide to conduct your.
He said, just taking notes. Yo,
Yeah.
what you gonna say?
Try a new lifestyle.
All right. So look, check this out, everybody. This is gonna be a short-lived topic for me because look, I want everybody to pay attention to something. And the video said it itself. Like, what bothers me with a lot of folks, they don't sit there and pay attention to what people say. In today's society, this whole polyamory or whatever you call it, sound like detergent soap or whatever. But people are doing it because of economic crisis. That's why if you look at any state where the economic crisis has just went through the roof, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's the biggest at. Everybody trying to put their little duckies together so they can survive, but they want to call it something else. That's what it is. That's the only reason why it's picking up like this. Because truth be told, it's illegal in the United States. And the only fools who trying to do it are broke dusty.
I think that's the
So
Not Utah.
So honestly, though, based on what Chill said, historically, that's actually like correct. I had did. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah.
So polygamy. So it basically was first started because you needed like it was based on like the needs of children, like taking care of a family, and then you have like division of labor. So as time began to increase, having multiple wives became something that was like a luxury. But as on the man's part, like warriors, kings, and stuff like that. And what's crazy is that when it was the polyandry for the women, it was mostly looked at as like the lower class of the man not being able to take care of like his land, so they would share the woman so that they could like make ends meet. So it was, and in Tibet, I think like the 6th or 7th century, where polygamy was like really growing. For the man, like I said, it was all these great things, but it was literally like they literally called it like peasant, like lower class people that couldn't really afford much, so they to share. And then some of them would be marrying their sisters. It started out with them actually marrying like their sisters and their brothers and stuff, which that shit is crazy. But yeah, it was like the lower class.
And to add on to that, to add on to what she said, yes, that is very true. I do my homework, especially when it comes to topics like this, because right now, especially in these spaces, people are talking about that. And guess who's talking about it? A bunch of dusties, men and women, who can't foot the bill. So they're like, come on, let's get 5 dusties under one roof and we're gonna make it.
Hey, I just had an epiphany. What if with that same thing about how like they can't afford it, wouldn't that kind of be the same thing when people are doing like 50-50?
No.
Oh man.
I agree. I think it is.
Okay, but that's what I wanted to say. I feel like it doesn't just stop there currently. That's the history. That's definitely the history. But I think currently it's more so like kind of not having a lot of sexual, and I don't want to offend or anything like that, but kind of doing what you want to do and not having much boundaries.
Like any restraints, like
let him use you.
but I mean, poly relationships are like you guys all said are very multifaceted, man. It's a choice you got to use. It takes not only the intelligence, the financial stability, but it takes maturity to be able to handle the things that go on in a poly relationship. It's a lot that goes on. It's a lot of moving pieces in that. So if a lot of people, if you struggle to manage one relationship, you're gonna struggle to try to do any kind of poly. So so like I said, a lot of dusties are trying to do this poly thing, and they don't have the financial resources or the emotional stability to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, poly is not for the weak. It's a luxury relationship model for those with the capacity to manage it as it demands more of the love. And so it requires strategy, discipline, and resources. A lot of people don't have that.
Mingo, what the hell you done with Professor?
I can't.
That's somebody over there on the
I don't know what's going on over there. That's not really Professor. Yo, no cap. What's your thoughts on the topic?
I agree.
Well, from my understanding, the polygyny where the man has more than one wife.
It's polygyny.
That's it. Polygyny, right? That's an older concept than polyamory, I think. But I do think polygyny works better under religious sect, or like, because there's more discipline being.
I agree with that too. I do agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah,
when it's Islamic culture, I agree. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I don't mind you cut me off, but
it's everybody else,
religious,
huh?
No, it ain't. No, to be honest, I like when people bounce off of each other. No, Diddy, but I'm just saying. But yeah, I think it works better in under religious sect. But as far as in Western civilization, it's such a fine line with that stuff and being in an open relationship with people. It's just a fine line. When people say they're in a polyamory relationship or polygynous relationship, I just be feeling like, you know, they're in an open relationship, but they just got more of a selection at home, but they're free to go out and have sex with other people. I don't think there's a lot of discipline in these relationships in the Western world. That's just my opinion. But
Freeze, let me ask you a question real quick.
Have an opinion, have an educated like background, like fucking opinions, assholes, everyone. Like I just know that's not how it works.
Well, tell us about it, kid.
Not it. No.
So, kid, go ahead, kid.
I'm gonna let everybody else finish. Chill's go ahead and say what you got to say, Chill. You look like you was about to dance all over the wall.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to do the deal. But look, I get it. I totally get it. Everybody wants to, you know, try to make it sound like something different. But let's just be honest. We live in a society today where a lot of people can't afford it. And the only men that have multiple wives are the guys who can actually afford to have multiple wives, and he could afford to upgrade their life. Dudes can't do that today. Dudes can barely do that with one woman. So, you know, to sit and talk about this like there's not a financial component. And I wish my brother Hink was here, because there was a previous episode that we did where I attached a financial component to relationships. He didn't understand that. So this
I got a feedback. I got a feedback. Somebody, I don't know where that's coming from.
I'm on mute.
What was it?
Hold on.
Somebody sound like they DJing.
Go ahead, Chill.
All right. All right.
That was coming from you, MRT. It was coming from your mic.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is the only reason why this is a thing right now, and it's a major thing, is because people are trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Women aren't stupid, and they know they can get away with this with certain type of dudes, you know? And there's always those dudes who 9 times out of 10 agree with damn near everything women say. Freezy. but that's just what it is, man.
No, I got a question for you too, Chill. Go ahead, Jess.
Like yeah, real quick. Okay, so real quick. So Kit, can you break down what your view of it is? Because I'm looking across the board, and even those who are popular polygynous or whatever the plural name of it is, across the board, a lot of them are making it look a little different. Like, you know, it's like a lot of it is showing even like, oh, the acquiring of just extra sexual partners sometimes. And you know, I'm not saying that I could be looking at it wrong or whatever, but I'm talking about the popular ones, how they're kind of making it look across the board, and it represents you guys. So if you have something that you want us to see differently, let us know where we're wrong, because that's what I knew it of with the whole financial backing and everything. That's of course the history. I've read that as well. But then what I'm talking about, what we're seeing currently, is like a lot of people just want kind of to do as they please, come and go as they please with certain things. And, you know, the boundaries are a little bit like, you know, grayed and all that. And so I want to know from you, instead of you getting all mad from everyone, since you're the only one practicing here, what is your idea of it all?
So first, I'm not even mad. So let's like kill that. I just don't like you. So there's that. You know, I'm gonna always give you shit. So you know, there's you, Owl.
Oh, me. Oh, okay.
You. Okay. Right. So again, first things first, like it's not something that, well, let me be very clear. This is not something that I'm recently practicing. We're talking about, let's say 15, 17 years. So
no wonder.
That's something, right. This isn't something recent for me. Like, so when people say, oh, you know, in recent times, I'm like, but that's because people are idiots. Just like, you know, we had Little Kim and now we have Sexy Red. It went from, you know.
Hey, how old are you?
Pow. Damn, Chill.
Stop. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say how old I am, and then I'm gonna say, well, before I say how old I am, I have literally said this from like maybe the second episode. You have asked me this like 4 times. I need when I chill when I say it this time, because now I'm starting to think you got old time. Okay, I need for you to hold this. Okay, I'm a true 80s
old time.
I'm a
Right.
true 80s baby, okay? And not like 89 and no bullshit. I'm an 81 baby. I'm 43.
God.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes
So,
sense.
I'm
Okay,
not,
go ahead.
not new to this. And, this is not the thing,
One
So,
second. We got a new channel member to the
Hey.
channel. My
Triple
God,
B.
Big Bad Bull in the building. Super shout out to you. Do me a favor and join the membership to the channel. Welcome, my guy. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, brother. All right, sorry about that, Kit.
No, you're fine. So there's all that. Hopefully, I've entertained your question there, because I know you always.
Can I ask a question, Kit?
I got a question for you too, Chill. Go ahead, Quinn. I'm sorry.
So for one, you do have different lifestyle structures, and so I think what's happening is like the swingers lifestyle is getting intertwined in what the poly lifestyle is, and those are two completely. But this is why a lot of us are working really hard to like try to like separate what that actually means and give more structure to it. So for one, you have several different structures as to how you decide that you want to poly, just like any other, relationship. You have, so the most common, which most people see, is like a closed triad, right? Which is basically 3 people in a unit where you have the anchor person, and then you have the 2 relationships. Now, when it's a closed triad, normally everyone is in a relationship together. So everyone is connected, right? It is monogamous. So there's this whole like, oh, they're free to go and do whatever. No, that's not the structure of that. That says that it's us 3 and that's it. Like, and that's our unit. Of course, just like any other resources, you might have one that stays home and takes care of the house. You might have the other 2 that go and work. You might have one that works from home, and then the other one goes and works. There's several, like, again, different dynamics. You might have a quad, where you have, 2 couples that, or you have 2 couples that are dating each other, and that they might have it where it's an open or closed quad. Normally, when you have a quad, it's normally a closed structure. So the 2 couples are together, and that does not mean that the 2 men are together. That just means that, the 2 men are heterosexual and doing their thing, and then the women might be bi and they are together. So again, I do implore you all to like, definitely look into it past what you see as far as like the structures. A lot of the times it's, about having a unit, and it's not, again, like one couple I used to date, they actually have an estate. Like, it's not like this whole, people are, trying to put their little crumbs together and, don't be broke. Like, let's get it together. Like, that's not the case, like, at all. And when I mean they own an estate, the estate is like, fabulous. And the only reason I don't still date them is that I moved out of state. Like, literally, we're still friends. We're still absolutely amazing. We're friends on social media. Like, one point I ran into the wife at the beach. We're FaceTiming the husband. Like, again, it's really not what people think. And I think that education just in these particular settings goes a long way. Like, people are not out here just destitute, broke, and coming together. Like, okay, well, you got your beans, and I think I got a couple of coin seeds. Like, we melt them together. We can the little farm we were talking about. Like, that is not the case. A lot of them are living amazing, fabulous lives. A lot of them are looking.
What's so crazy is, I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sorry, I interrupted your monologue.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I had a fella who's Islamic, and he was supposed to come on a panel today because what I wanted him to do was explain what it is religiously. Because, like Freezy said, I personally, when I hear it in a religious dynamic, to me, it makes sense. When I don't understand it in any other dynamic, so I'm like, why are we doing it now? But I understand that we all are not the same, and people look at relationships differently. So I'm not judging anyone, right? Me personally, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, but I have a question though. I have a question real quick, Kit, and I appreciate you for providing that information. That was definitely something that we needed to hear. But my question is, sort of to what Chill was saying, and this is going to go sort of against what you were saying, Kit, but would it make sense for people who are, with inflation being what it is, would it be better for people to couple like that, to pull money together to make it work for those Dusties out there? Is this something that can work for them?
Well, let's really think about it like that in the economic standpoint, right? A lot of people can't even afford to live by themselves. A lot of people are forced into having roommates just to have decent places to live. So if you think about it, that is that relationship minus any, intimate or, actual committed, and if you think about it, you're actually committed by a contract, because if somebody don't pay they part of the rent, everybody getting kicked the hell out. So if you really think about that, outside of like the sexual and intimate context, people are already doing it. Just not doing it. They're doing it.
That would be a good deal. If I were broke and get me 2 hoes, that would be a good deal.
I'll tell you.
You understand what I'm saying? Look, I don't know. Like, for people who aren't where we are, if you drive around the city, literally, real estate is everywhere. I mean, you can drive down the street one week and you see like trees, and then you drive down the next week and you see rubble, and then you drive down maybe 2 weeks later and there's foundation and they're getting ready to build a whole damn duplex complex, whatever the case is. And a lot of people can't even afford to live in these one places by themselves. Like rent downtown Charlotte, depending on how big your unit is, can run you like $6,800 a month. You know what I'm saying? It could be more than that. So unless you out here really, that man or woman, you might already be living the lifestyle minus the intimate, sectors of it. So I think that people, the problem is that, and Lord, don't touch a toe. I don't want to touch a toe. I'm just trying to give the information. Jesus, just be with me. It's Sunday. Just be
let them use you.
You got to talk to your people. You know what I'm saying? If people would allow egos and emotions out of it and look at it from a standpoint of the benefits of how it works and actually be ethical in the way that they're doing it, you don't have the issues when people are out here, cheating and they can't even afford to cheat. Bro, you're supposed to take me out with that. You can't even, like, what is happening right now? So again, we really need to, for one, take the connotation of this is just some sexual, innuendo thing out, and understand that, units are completely different. You have people who are solo poly. You have people who are kitchen poly. You have so many different sectors. I just want people
does not land.
So all right, I would like to do this, right? I want to go around the panel. Start with you, MRT. You're yarning. You are raggedy. So we're gonna go around the panel. We're gonna start with MRT, and I'm gonna ask, could y'all ever see yourself doing it? And if you can, why? If you're married, you don't have to answer the question. But go ahead, MRT. You are on mute. Hold on, let me get you up. Go ahead.
Okay. Y'all can hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it at all. I couldn't do it. Cause I just feel like it. I don't know. I'm just already used to and conditioned to like the effects of being like with one person at a time. Whenever I'm with someone, especially if I'm involved with them, like emotionally, I can't make myself sit there and watch you touch somebody else, break your neck for somebody else. I get a little jelly. I do not like that, because if I got eyes for you, you better be looking back. So like anything, all of that extra stuff, like, nah, it's me and you. It's just me and you, period. You want to do something, you can.
The crazy thing about that is that the assumption is that, oh, I only have eyes for the one or the other versus the one and the other. So it's not that they're not looking for you or checking for you or making you second citizen, you know. But again, I understand when you've been conditioned to feel like, nah, it's supposed to be just us, you know. I always say, you know, if it was only supposed to be just the one person with the one
chill, back up.
Right. Go ahead, kid. Go ahead.
Trying to show me a pimple or something? You good?
I know pimples. You got T. Henley.
No pimple.
I use T. Like I'm getting close. I love my friends. I wanted to get close to make sure I was. You know, I want to get close like you. I want to get close.
So let's go to Quint. Quint,
hurry up, Landry.
He's married.
Well, shit. Let me lift it off first.
Oh, you don't have to answer it. You're a married man. You don't got to answer it.
Well, goddamn, I know I ain't gonna do it now.
All right, my God, they answer the damn question then, man.
Before.
I just huh?
I said, tell him the truth. Look, tell him to respect you, Quinn. You can say what you want to say. Tell him
exactly. Shit, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll be a fool to say something now. But I don't. I want to start off by saying that you know, I don't say anything bad about someone else who want to do it, but it just wouldn't be a thing for me. You know, my plane is landing.
Oh damn, that was the slide. You just jumped.
Oh yeah, Bingo. Hey, boy, you looking? Hey, your black ass looking smooth as hell with that T. Henley commercial, boy. I don't want to give you that.
Boy, he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I need to shave now though. But just justified. Talk to us.
I will definitely have to say no, but that's more so because of my conditioning and its influence on me. For the most part, you know, and I like to zero in on who I'm with and have that, you know, building and one-on-one with learning that person, them learning me and connecting. I don't know. I can't multitask half the time. So being able to multitask in a relationship, I got to see it's not for me. Like just the influence and all that, you know, but if you want, if that works for you, then, you know.
I'm a great multitasker.
I see. So we got a $9.99 super chat from Blaze. My God, blessings, yo, Freezy. Thank you, my guy. He says peace and abundance. GMT panel and chat. Freezy put me on, showing support. I'll be in the clouds listening in for a few. Thank you, my guy, Freezy. Greatly appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
You. All right, so Professor, mic is yours.
The mic is mine. Thank you, GMT. No, I could I do it potentially, and I wouldn't mind having a little commune out in Utah, anti Umar, Dr. Umar. You know, have a bunch of snow bunnies running around a ranch somewhere. No, I mean the way Kid, you know, outlays it. I mean, it sounds like a decent situation. You know, so I could see myself doing it in the future at some point. So I'll agree. I could do a poly relationship. There ain't no other dudes though, just me and like 3 other snow bunnies. I mean, other women.
Yeah, that could be a dynamic. But here's the thing: that's the beautiful thing.
Where you at?
Before we move on to the next person, just to kind of piggyback on that, like that's like the beautiful thing about it is that you can literally have like, you know, you decide like it's gonna be me and, you know, I want to have, you know, 2 women, but I don't want any other, you know, men, or, you know, and they might even say, you might have one of them say, well, I was, you know, I think that she's pretty. I wanted to talk to you about was that third. Again, it's basically about being open about people's wants and needs for what they need for whatever works for them in a relationship. I literally, and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna land, but I literally in one of my groups there was I love you guys before I say this, okay? Black men, I just love y'all. Okay, before I say this, okay. So I was in my group and there was actually a couple. And they're bisexual men, and they were looking for their girlfriend. So again, there's several different. First things first, Mr. I'm not on vacation, chill. You can come back. It's okay. Like, there you go. boy, there you go.
Yep,
But
and he's gone.
Again, not my dynamic, right? I'm not looking, for a bisexual man a lot, but you'd be surprised at how many women actually are. And again, and that's where I land my plane. Go ahead.
All right. Beeman, what's good, my God? Blockchain in the building. So tell us.
I like that. One of the things I like about being humans and having a language that we've made for ourselves is that we can create words that dictate or describe anything that we want to do in order to justify it. So I love that. One of the things that I find interesting about this topic is that, if you look at the guy in the video, anytime you see a dude with multiple women, they're rarely that attractive. Yeah, 3 attractive women, right? And then as MRT said, which, we agree on, is that when a woman has to have multiple men, they tend to be the lower value man. I side there because 2 men sharing a woman is crazy to me. And it's for all the biological masculine reasons. That aside, having been in a relationship of 2 women at once where we live together, the reason why that's no longer for me is because I'm emotionally lazy. Financially, not a problem. Physically, not a problem. But emotional, I don't care about how 2 different people's days went. That's the same reason I don't have hoes now. I have 1 woman because you get to focus on one person and just do things the mathematically probable way. And then, not that I'm a religious person, outside of the Islamic religion, I don't see anybody else having any sort of non-selfish reasons for wanting to have multiple partners. When I did it, it was selfish. I got 2 bad ones at home. It was my friend group thought I was a man. But now to see it at 40, it just doesn't make sense. There's no way that I could see myself, coming home to 2 or 3 people, or being as low value of a man to share a woman with another man. That's crazy to me.
Okay. I'm with that. I feel the same way. Breezy, what's good, my guy? What's your thoughts on the topic?
Yeah, I'm gonna echo you and Willie. Like under a religious umbrella, it make more sense to me because there's more discipline and more structure as far as why you're doing it. It's especially with polygyny, a man having multiple wives, not multiple women, right? Multiple wives. Because when you talk about a man having multiple girlfriends, that's a whole nother thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like a man having multiple wives and he's committed himself in a sacred union with these women, that, religiously, that to me, that just it sounds more sound. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, so I get it, right? I get it. But I just never understood the polyamorous thing. Like a woman having multiple, ain't no way in hell these men are being faithful to this one woman. It's just, it's impossible unless these guys are slow or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't get it. But yeah, that's the only way. And then another thing is, I do think that a lot of men do that because they feel like one woman isn't going to have all the qualities that they need. I've heard men say that too. So
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe doing a goddamn sword fight.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad.
Oh man, what?
I'm so glad.
Wait.
I'm gonna be honest.
Keep that stuff in the closet.
Yeah. Hey, look, I can't do it. You want to know why I can't do it? It's because for the simple reason, because my bad, ladies playing. For the simple reason,
I told you he was over there. Look at you! Look at this.
Like I said, I'm right in the back room today, y'all. All right. So here's the thing. I can't do it because one, the financial component to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to take care of multiple women. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told, because that's gonna hurt my bottom line. Whether if I got it or don't got it. That's an expensive venture. And on top of that, I can't do it because let's just be honest. The people who are doing it, not saying all women, not talking about you, kid, but I will say this: the ladies who do it, 9 times out of 10, their psyche is raw. So they ain't gonna be attached to no man. They just out here really willing it right now. All right. And hey, look, Kit got 20 years on you, MIT. Don't take that advice. All right. She got 20 years.
Oh,
20
man.
years. Okay.
Right. Don't take my advice. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
And another thing I want to drop out, no, but I fucks with Kit. I like Kit. Kit, you my dog. All right. Stars and all. Here's the thing. I want my fellas to start getting to the point of start looking at data. Start paying attention to data, man. Like all these people talking about this polyamorous and groups and stuff. You can find every single one of them on sites like BetLife, Freaks, Ashley Madison, Freaks, Fling, Freaks, all of them. Okay, this is a big wide group, and they always like to attach different names to what they're doing just to make it seem like the things they're doing ain't hoeing. They are hoeing. You know, am I playing there?
Yo. All right. We all know how Kit feels about the topic. So,
do you really?
I'm gonna end the show.
Wait, but do you really know how I feel about the topic? Like that's the crazy thing.
My bad.
What I feel, honestly, and yeah, because I need to go do some drogas because y'all irritate my spirit. But I think as far as how I personally feel about it, I feel that in you all's case, ignorance is bliss, right? You don't know about it. You all are assuming how things work or how they dictate. You know, if y'all want to have conversations about the other things, I can absolutely give you information about that. I know people who dibble and dabble in different places. You know, I know people. You know, I used to know people who paid me to actually dress them up as women and make wigs and stuff for them. So again, a whole bunch of things. So like, if you really want to go there, chill, I can make you really get about to see. But however, instead of doing that, what I'm going to say is this. I think that, you know, when something has been ingrained in you and you haven't really like looked into other sectors, you know, it's just what it is. It's a part of your character makeup. It's a part of who you are. For me, I'm more about like, I like to learn and see and do and figure things out and, you know, and do what works for me. As far as what I feel about the whole topic, I feel that just do your research and don't look at the research that from the dumbasses who are making it look bad. Like really, you know, even if it's never for you, it's more about educating yourself about, you know, the actual topic.
Why you looked at Chill when you said that, kid?
Did I? No, I didn't look at Chill. I looked at the comments. I couldn't see it because he always typed in my hands and shit. So, but yeah. So for me, I just feel like, you know, before people be willing to banish people and assume that they're just XYZ, really do your research. Do your research in places with people that are going to give you quality information and help you understand things so that even if it isn't for you, you still have a better understanding of it versus it just being what people think is this free for all and everybody just jumping in everybody's drawers. That's really not what it is. It's, you know, when it's done right, it's super ethical. Everyone like knows, you know, their part and their place, and everyone's, you know, actually taken care of, not only, you know, emotionally and mentally, because, you know, that's important, but making sure that everyone is prospering and thriving. So, you know, a little less ignorance, a little more education does a lot.
Which is why I asked you to explain, because even if we don't know, you explaining from your own words, you know.
Exactly.
So go ahead, Chill. Add, and then I'm gonna land at 7:47. Go ahead.
All right. I just want to say one thing, fellas. I'm just gonna give y'all the key to the game. It's not the game, but I'm gonna just give y'all some advice. If you want to find all these ladies who are into this mess, the sites that I named, they all post the data on every single cheat group. They all do. So
or if you're interested, I can actually put you in proper groups. No, because you're being ignorant, and what you're not going to do is that. Like, if we're gonna ask me about proper information, then we're gonna do that. If we're gonna try to play in my face, then we're not gonna do that. Because the websites that you're giving are for absolute bullshit, and it does not fit into
profile on one of them.
That life is about people who are in a fetish lifestyle.
You know about
Again, I can go on about this. Again,
how you know about it? How you know about that life?
Because I used to walk white people on leashes because they paid me for it. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Like you rub raw.
What does that have to do with a
mic drop?
How? No, it has nothing to do with that. So if you're gonna actually have a real fucking conversation with me, do that. But don't play in my face because we know I don't.
I'm
do
not.
That
You won't let me finish saying what I'm saying.
But you are. But you are. We're not
excluded. I'm not talking about here.
And we're not gonna do that.
So I get it. Chill. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, kid. 1 second. Give me the mic. I get it. Right? Because it is something that is going
down there too. Chill, laughing his fucking ass.
I got you, kid. Chill, kid.
Well, you ain't got chill. You ain't get hot.
Chill.
Go off camera.
God damn.
Listen, she ain't go off camera in a long time. Listen, look. It's part of her lifestyle, so I get it. Like, you know, if it's something she does and she finds value in it, who are we to, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
we can have much
let me land this.
Not
let me land this 747 right here. I'm gonna land it right here. I appreciate all of y'all all the time for coming through and supporting and being a part of the GMT family. I would like to also give a big, why are we raising our hands like we in high school? What up, Quint?
Hey, my bad. Look. This is something I wanted to get off my chest for a long time.
Get it off.
No Cap said something about women being better cheaters, right?
Oh, you brought it all the way back.
Yeah,
that's just like comparing two fishermen. One of them got a net. One using a bamboo pole.
Facts.
So before you say some bullshit like that again, and you cool now. I mean, I agree with the stuff, a lot of stuff you said, and you know what I'm saying. But please don't say that shit nowhere else, man.
Now, wait, you got to let me respond.
Yeah.
Wait, had nobody heard that before? No, I'm saying that's the first time you heard it.
I've definitely heard it before.
I've definitely heard it. We heard it. It was just that bro used the argument that everybody used to disprove that point. It's like women, it's easy for them to cheat because they're women, they control sex. So his analogy, you comparing two fishermen, one using the bamboo pole, which is terrible because it's not flexible, and you can't really fish with those, to a woman who's using the net and dynamite.
No, well,
dynamite.
Wait. What Quint said, Quint quoted what I said was women are better cheaters, right? That's what you just quoted, right?
Yeah. What is that?
Right. I didn't say, okay, because I also said it's arguable that women cheat more, but I said women are better cheaters. So I don't think your analogy went with if women are better cheaters or not. Women are better cheaters because
better equipment.
Huh?
Because he said that because they have better equipment. That's why they're better cheaters, because they have better equipment.
No, well, the concept of cheating is not getting caught.
Oh,
right?
no. Yeah. Oh, see, so that's where the disconnect is, because that's not.
And that's why I said I agreed with Freezy when he said it.
Right.
Not getting caught because they getting caught. We're talking about just women cheating in general.
No, I wasn't talking about that. That's why I'm saying that was a bad analogy. That's what I was saying.
Well, regardless of whether it's getting caught or not, see, the thing of it is for a man to cheat, we got to impress this woman. We got to talk her into meeting us somewhere and doing this and doing that. We got to go through so much to get them to agree to cheat with us. All they got to do is say, "You want some pussy?"
Right, so that plays into why women probably cheat more. You understand what I'm saying?
No. Yeah. That's why they cheat better, because it's easier for them to do it.
For example, I'll give you a good
I don't think you understood what I mean. I don't think you understood.
I understand what you mean. I don't think you understand what I mean.
Y'all are talking about two different things. Y'all talking
Yeah,
about
they cheat if you don't get caught.
I got
No. It's not. Look. If I can tell, if I got to set all this shit up right for us to cheat, then doing that whole process of me setting all this up and all that is more chance of me getting caught than me saying, "Hey, what are you doing for lunch?" Well, meet me outside in the car. Women have that option. They can get a whole lot of men to meet them in the car. I got to already be knocking a girl down to have her to meet me in the car to do it again. This ain't gonna happen the first time.
Damn, Christina.
What I'm saying.
It's like that, Christina.
I
It
know,
took a lot
man.
of us to change the light
Yeah,
bulb.
man ain't coming to man to man.
All right,
like,
listen.
gonna call you and be like, "Hey,
I'm
Cap,
about to have a joint in my harem.
Fellas, I'm gonna let the boss man is gonna land the plane, but I do want to say, look, Quint, you can meet the chick that just say, "Hey, you want to go? You want lunch? You want to go bust it down in the car?"
We can chill that now.
All them
We can chill that now.
They own all them sites. Ashley Madison, Fling.com.
Oh, goddamn.
All of them. And they all look. Double list. All of them. You got married.
Okay, yo, cut that shit out with the website.
But when you go on a site, you increase your chances of getting caught.
Yo, y'all gonna let me run this show or not? Yo, what is going on?
When it comes to
Man,
that,
the goddamn plane.
You got the Panthers playing. You run off the damn runway.
when it comes to that, he's absolutely telling
one plane that y'all just hijacking.
Ashley Madison, no, I'm just telling you, Ashley Madison, just to give you context, is literally made for married people who want to have a one-night stand engagement. They actually have a whole, how do I know about that? I like to watch documentaries and educate myself. So I watched the actual.
Right.
Man, we knew that shit years ago. They had commercials on.
I remember.
Quint, Professor, let me land this plane. God damn it, yo, y'all killing me today, yo. Do I gotta play another Teach Henley commercial for y'all?
No.
They want to circle the
Nigga, you ain't get no peanut soda or nothing.
Right. Shitty ass airplane. Holy Spirit.
My bad, y'all. Spirit Airlines. Listen, I don't know what y'all talking about. Spirit Airlines, I only had one problem with them. Other than that, Spirit's been pretty reliable. But anyways, like I was saying, y'all, I would love to thank No Captivity with Freezy for joining the show today.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank y'all, man.
He came through. Much appreciated.
Wall Street said I made it through the tryout. So
you keep that bullshit somewhere else, Freezy.
And you gonna keep
2 episode minimum.
You go
right,
2 episode minimum. Especially when you get through dealing with Chill, that's how you know you made it, guys. You know
Chill lightweight. Chill lightweight.
You lightweight.
You got one more. Yeah.
Okay.
He's easy there because he in cheek clapping mode.
You about to clap some cheeks? So,
somebody clip it where I said Chill is over there doing something. Nobody said nothing, but I said this shit a while ago.
I don't know what's going on. Chill, you got somebody sitting in your lap that we can't see.
He just sitting there with a Gap sweatshirt on. That's it.
On the other side,
crazy. So this was a great show. I would love to thank the guests. Beeman, my guy, Blockchain, always coming through forever, man. You are a part of the GMT family as well. Much love, much appreciated. Also, it's all good. So here's the thing, too. I would love for y'all to join the memberships. I have my memberships open. As my guy said, it is not expensive. I forgot the price, but please, Big Bad Bull, shout out to you, my guy, for joining the memberships today. Please make sure y'all are sharing this content. Get it out there. We have great conversations on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. I got grown women talking with a panel, and I got some new ladies. Fellas, y'all need to calm down. Keep it in your pants. Chill out. This is going to be a good show, though. So I want y'all to prepare for it. All right? Tuesday night at 9 p.m. So here we go. Also, make sure y'all follow No Captivity with Freezy. If you are not subscribed to him, please go over there and subscribe immediately, along with everyone else on this panel. Big Bad Bull, he dropped everyone's link. So did Skinny Boy. So make sure y'all follow everyone on this panel. This was a great show. If y'all don't mind hanging out for me in the back room real quick, I'm gonna end this here. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace. As soon as I can get to it.